My lovely people, good morning to you, and I welcome you to God's Love You channel, the home of news. If this is the kind of content you like, kindly subscribe, put on your notification to all notifications. This will enable you to know when we upload a new video. In this platform, we react to all forms of videos, local, international, especially what is happening in Nigeria. So, my great people, there is this adage in Igbo that states that "Asị nwata laa ncheche mmiri, ọsị na ugwu mmiri kara ya mma." Assuming when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started asking for Biafra, assuming they sat him down and negotiate or discuss with him, by now these things wouldn't have escalated or even tried to make adjournment. But no, they didn't make any change. They continue what they are doing. So in today's video, I want to react. I know that most of you might have watched or heard about this one fearless Yoruba woman who declared Yoruba nation. Ever since then, my people, Nigeria no nambari. Let us listen from Arise News, where they explained everything. I won't talk too much. Stay tuned. After watching, like, share. I will be here together with you. Let's listen together.
Group led by historian Professor Banji Akintoye and Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, over the weekend condemned the group Ominira Yoruba, led by Modupe Onitiri Abiola, whose members and supporters allegedly invaded the Oyo State Government House. On Saturday, April 13th, security officials arrested 16 gunmen suspected to be members of the group for invading the state government secretariat in Ogodi, Ibadan. The gunmen, who were dressed in military camouflage, reportedly engaged security officers in a gun duel. Sunday Igboho and Professor Akintoye, in a statement, said that they are not associated with the Omini Yoruba group because their agenda is totally different from the real Yoruba Nation campaign. Well, here is a now viral video showing the self-proclaimed president of the Yoruba Nation, Modupe Onitiri Abiola, declaring their secession from Nigeria.
Wípé Congo, wípé Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a new nation, newest nation in the world, number 55 in Africa. Our indigenous people, mo kí wa pé a kú oríire ọjọ́ òní nítorí Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa. A ṣe declaration níjọ́ Sunday, November 20, 2022. A ṣe reclamation níjọ́ Sunday, December 18, 2022. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú àánú Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú ìjẹ́kan Ọlọ́run. A ṣe proclamation ní èní Friday, April 12, 2024. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, ó ti wá sí ìmúṣẹ o, ìjọba délé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Èmi Modupe Onitiri Abiola, mo proclaim sovereignty Democratic Republic of the Yoruba ní èní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀, ọjọ́ kejìlá, oṣù kẹrin, 2024. Ọmọ Yorùbá, indigenous Yoruba descent ni mí, ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí, opó olóògbé MKO Abiola ni mí, ọmọ Onítìrí Èkó ni mí.
All right, this woman here, apparently I think she lives abroad because I'm sure she would have been picked up by now. But before I come to you, following Iran's unprecedented use of hundreds of drones and missiles to directly target Israel on Saturday night and Sunday morning in retaliatory attacks, eliciting reactions from across the world, Biafran agitator Simon Ekpa, in a now viral tweet, declared that the Biafra government is ready to help Israel with 15,000 well-trained ground forces, if need be, and will also offer maximum protection to Israelis in Nigeria within 4 hours of notice. Israel's drone attack was the single largest drone attack ever carried out by any country, and it was the first time Iran directly attacked Israel after almost half a century of being arch enemies. All right, I wanted to play that video of the drone attacks, but yeah, over to you on both stories. I mean, we see the Biafran agitator there saying that he can 15,000. I mean, I don't know where he's going to get those from. But in the meantime,
from Finland, he's going to
he's going to protect them.
15 from Finland.
From Finland, I believe so. Yeah.
Mobilize them in Nigeria.
He's going to mobilize and get them from there. I mean, this is not a joke, really. But obviously, we can see these people, I mean, agitating for secession and speaking as if they actually control the world. Go ahead.
So a couple of things. I make a couple of points. Number one point is, we need to get to a point in this country where we tell ourselves the truth. that all of this agitation for secession, everybody can go mad.
Yeah.
But we must be able to rein people in. So I think the Nigerian government should start looking to the UK authorities to be able to rein this woman in, because we cannot allow this continue. We might think it's a joke, but it's a joke taken too far. The second point is, I do not know, and that's why people need to be careful when they start movements like this, because they become other splinter groups, and that's exactly what's happening to IPOB today now. So you have seen this group that is different from the Sunday Igboho group, and they are saying, oh, they are going gung-ho, they want to take over, and they have a Yoruba nation. So we should be careful, because all of this just goes on, and it brings up this spiral reaction of distraction. That woman should be picked up for treason. You cannot go out there, disturb public peace, and do what you have done. It is not done. I think Sunday Igboho and Chief Akintoye have said they've got nothing to do with it. I'm a professor.
Yeah, they've disassociated themselves.
Have disassociated themselves.
With the group.
But also, it is incumbent, and going back to the point you make, Dr. Abati, today when we're talking to Chief Bodijod, it is incumbent to remind them that it is because of their agitation and the things they say that has given fillip to people like this. So they should be careful what they say. They should be careful what they say. And this idea of everybody saying, oh, we want to leave the union because we don't feel content, I think it's a jaded idea we should stop already. We've been doing this since the 60s. Isaac Adakaburu said the same. In fact, he even carried weapon against the state. Enough of all of this. Even the North too have said theirs. They talked about Araba in the 60s. Enough of all of this. It's how we can collectively make this country work. And I'm sure Sunday Igboho now, wherever he is, will now see that we should be careful when we make these agitations. I knew he made those agitations on the basis of what was happening to the Fulani, how some of the people were killing the herdsmen. The herdsmen were killing the farmers in the Oyo area. But please, you can see the effect of this now. Just like when Nnamdi Kanu was saying his, you can see how splinter group have taken over. Most importantly, I think the failure of the states too. Yes, we've talked about that. How did the state not know? But I'm sorry, the Nigeria state collectively has constantly abdicated its responsibility. If you're talking about intelligence not knowing this will happen, do you want me to count how many times intelligence has failed in the Northeast as regards knowing when they even kidnap students? Do you want me to count how many times how banditry has become a trade now? Kidnapping has become a trade, but intelligence keeps failing every time. So it is as a result of the collective failure of the country and the security agencies. But when you go back to the Constitution, it talks about in Section 14 of 2 that the security of the citizens should be the sole responsibility of the government. I mean, that's why we surrender our sovereignty.
Yeah.
So I think it's an introspective moment. We must be serious. And for the man that says he wants to, I'm not sure I'd like to dignify that with a response as regards.
I'd like your comment on Umar Bago, the Niger State governor. Yes.
So I've heard what everybody has said as regards that, but I don't think we're being fair in the country.
Yeah.
If EFCC is really serious, they should start by all the politicians that does Naira